Candide is a story about a young man who is raised in the philosophy and belief of optimism, that everything in the world is for the best, that everything's the best that it can possibly be, and that he lives the best of all possible lives. He doesn't quite realize that he feels this way because he lives a very sheltered and extremely wealthy life. And as soon as some bad things happen, there's a foreign invasion and the castle's burnt down and he's thrown out into the world, he has to keep facing over and over again how difficult life is and how many people are not so fortunate as he was born. It's an unsettled text, you know. Voltaire says that he wrote it in a couple weeks. It is a schoolboy's farce, but it's the schoolboy's farce of a genius. And I take it sort of seriously. And I want there to be a certain reality to it for all of its kind of insane quickness and 1,000 adventures happening to so many people. What it has to say is sort of important and is very funded. It's amazing, Candide, how relevant it is. Anytime you do it, you almost feel the language was written a week before about current political situations. Candide has this very famous and checkered history. And what's interesting to me is people always say, like, oh, it never works and it has all these problems, but it kind of always works too. Well, it's definitely my first musical, and I've now done these big old operas, as well as, the fact is that every play I've ever made I had music composed for, so that's not foreign to me. But my work in opera has definitely brought into consciousness, how do I want to say this, the discursive nature that music can have, that how much it can be telling and how layered it can be, even though it is really beyond words, how much can be going on in it. It's really a kind of philosophical argument, but then how do you embody that and how do you act that? How do you inhabit these characters that have to tell of having their parents killed and being violated and having their castle burned down, and it's all sort of for laughs, you know? Like how, you know, where is the tone of that? And I think you can only, you know, we can only find that out through rehearsal. People come to see it all the time in all various, you know, venues and various levels of starriness or professional quality or whatever. They go to see it because there's something really enchanting about it, and really maybe it's that it's unfinished quality in and of itself is what we like, is what we just sort of keep trying, you know, keep trying with Candide. You know, we're optimists like Candide about Candide.